Hi, this is Lindsay from Super Secret Powers Coaching, and this is one of my power-up videos. Now, a power-up is meant to help keep you and me superpowered throughout our day. And one of the foundations of Super Secret Powers Coaching is that what happens if you really believed that you were meant to have super secret powers, much like a superhero would? What happens if you believed you were the hero of your own life? So, one of my other concepts is that we have to stay superpowered and powered up throughout our day and our life. So, in this video, I'm going to be talking about some pretty powerful ideas and asking you some potentially life-changing questions. And this is all part of the coaching process. I ask questions, and you really dig deep and find some answers for yourself. And then we would have a conversation where we would start planning about how to make those things become successful in your life. Now, in my one-on-one coaching sessions, I'm able to get much more in depth and help you get some real clarity and some real motivation to help you succeed with whatever you want to do and whoever you are. But these power-up videos are kind of meant to give you a taste of the whole coaching process. This week, we're going to talk about what does it feel like to be powerful. Now, if you notice here, we're kind of changing it up from our usual power-up videos where I'm talking in front of my backdrop and I have my lighting and everything. But this is where I feel powerful. This is where I do a lot of my work, where I hatch my ideas and I really have my follow-through. So I'm kind of coming from my place of power to talk about power. So while power can be the rush of an exquisite sense of being fully alive, it can be an adrenaline high for trying something new and succeeding. Or it can be that feeling that you are so excited that you can just explode if you don't tell others about it. But those feelings kind of fade quick. And we really aren't meant to be living on those rush feelings from day to day. Trying to live on those highs will always want you wanting, and it can easily lead to patterns of addiction and dependence. We want power, but how do we use it wisely? How do we use it for our overall benefit and not just for the rush, without burning out? See, I think this modern life of convenience, where you're sitting here watching me on your computer and I'm really just sitting here talking into my computer, well, it kind of spoils our sense of timing. We want it all, and we want it now, so quickly that we aren't always even sure exactly what we want, why we want it, or even if we actually need it. Now, I've seen and experienced this time and again, that when I'm or someone else is excited about something, that they binge on that feeling and that topic, and that's all they want. That's all they want to talk about. They want to get it right then, right there, and they want the whole world to catch on fire because they're excited about it. But you and me both usually get over that. However, sometimes it leaves us feeling a little angry that that rush wasn't lasting, or disappointed in the fact that yet another thing didn't bring us that lasting joy. But I'm here asking, why limit ourselves to one thing or the other, to one way of thinking or the other, one source of power over another? One week everybody's talking about a courageous life, the next it's stopping the insanity, going back to Susan Powers a long time ago, or learning the joys of gratitude. But why do we have this all or nothing mentality about where we draw our power from? And why do we think it's so darn hard to keep powered up? Well, let's take a look at what power is before we get too far along here. In the dictionary, power is the capacity or the ability to direct or influence the behavior of others or the course of events. In essence, it's the ability to do something or to affect something. Don't we already do things and affect things every day? Why does it seem so hard to effect real, lasting, and powerful change then, if we're already doing and effecting? So this week, we'll be looking at that very basic definition of power and how we can choose to look at power in a way that is actually meaningful to us and, well, powerful to us. We will also be taking a look at what it takes to live powerfully. This week, our biggest goal will be to redefine our ideas of power so that we can live from a place that is joyful and powerful and meaningful to each of us. But now, let's take a look at what you really believe about power. So we're going to get into our question zone. And I'm going to list the questions here again for anybody for whom this is their first Power Up video. There are rules to these questions. So these questions are not rhetorical, and you need to answer these questions for yourself. Now, there aren't any right or wrong answers. It is simply what is right or wrong for you. And it can help to talk out these answers with friends or family members. Heck, you can even post them to Facebook if you really want. Super secret powers are best shared anyway. Have fun with it. Be honest with yourself because you owe yourself these answers. It really is just that simple. Now, these questions are only going to be as powerful as you allow them to be. So really dig deep and really ask yourself these questions. Ask what is true for you. So, our first question, and these are going to be kind of fill in the blank questions for today. So, a powerful person is someone who, fill in the blank. If I had power, I would, fill in the blank, please. Third question is, power would change me by, fill in that blank. Now here's more open questions. Who controls power? Just generally speaking. You can kind of take it from the top of society down. Very generally, who controls power? Then who controls power in your regional vicinity? Who controls power in your local community? Who controls power in your home? Try and answer these questions on multiple levels because it's going to tell you what you believe about power. So, where do you feel weak in your life? And what would it be like if I felt powerful in place of that weakness? Now, I want you to notice in these answers any patterns or threads of negative self-belief about power. See, power is a natural extension of this living world. And it's one of the cornerstone concepts of my coaching. And there is no reason for you not to get in touch with something that is powerful and meaningful for you. But our greater society tends to have a lot of negative beliefs about who controls power and what type of person that would be. And when it comes back down to the personal level, you might find that those beliefs aren't exactly what you believe. And we kind of want to get to the basis of what you do believe about power here. There is no reason why you should not learn to hone and control and use the powers that you do have. Your super secret powers, your life purpose, your talents, your gifts. Even if it's excellent caregiving, or bookkeeping, or being intuitive. It's your place of power, and there should be no shame in that. Now, there's no reason why we should not be living a superpowered life, as if we were superheroes. You already have power. You use it every day. But what are you doing with it? What can you do with it? Now remember to record your answers, record your thoughts and your feelings about this subject. Write it down, draw it, paint it, sing it. It doesn't matter as long as you have the answers and you know what it means later on this week. Since coaching is all about moving forward and making plans to succeed, we'll be using these answers to make a solid plan about how to use power and how to define what power means to you as we go through the week. But if you need help or if you decide this is the spring that you want to commit to radical self-acceptance, or that you want to get in touch with this power that's going to just ignite your life, then book a Getting to Know Each Other session on my website, which is www.supersecretpowers.com. Just go there, pick a date and a time, and register on the site, and we can get together and have a Skype session or a cell phone call about it. But while you're there, don't forget to sign up for the newsletter. There's all kinds of exclusive little gifts just for my newsletter subscribers, including exclusive content. And keep an eye out for the next Power Up video on Wednesday. And don't forget to look at the other articles and resources, because there's more than just 2 videos a week on power, on any Power Up, but this week is power. So don't forget to look for those on my website. And you go have a superpowered day. Bye for now.